All right, what's up, everybody? How are you guys? Hope you guys are super well. Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Buenos Aires. And I'm just happy to be talking to you guys. Okay, let me go live on Facebook. And I think we're live on YouTube too. And as usual, let me go and share this on the Facebook group, which you can get to if you go to hernanvazquez.com/Facebook. Should be able to get there. And come on now, show me the live stream. If you would please show me the live stream. Yeah, here we go. Okay, boom. Here we go. Let me share this on the Facebook group. So if you go to, again, hernanvazquez.com/Facebook, you should be able to join. We'll be having a lot of people joining lately, so I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Number one, or the other option is that you go to Facebook directly and you type in digital marketing strategies for entrepreneurs. That is the other option. Okay, so either way, you will land on the Facebook group, answer the questions. We share a lot of good stuff. I'm actually doing this stuff called Feedback Friday lately, where you can come and post a business idea, a funnel, I don't know, an ad that you need, a critique on, and we'll do it. And not only you'll get my input, but you'll get a lot of other people, really smart people, input as well, which is cool because it's free. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So today, I wanted to talk about something that I've learned after, hanging out with, I would say, super high top level performance performers and performance entrepreneurs around the world. I've been lucky enough to kind of being exposed to the ideas, to the strategies, and to the way of living pretty much of people that I really, really admire. And I wanted to tell you guys what they do different from the rest of the people that are not getting the results that they want, okay? So that is something I want to share with you guys today on this live stream, this beautiful Sunday. And but before I do that, and before I forget, don't forget to get a copy of my new book, Perpetual Profits, which you can get by going to perpetualprofits.net. If you go there, the book is $5.60. There's a couple of upsells, downsells, whatever. They're there to add more value to your purchase, but you don't need to get them. But if there's one thing that you're getting on that page, just get the book, okay? And read it, and please implement it. I'm showing you how I went from writing articles from $4 a pop to, making, building seven-figure businesses and that are making millions of dollars. And, that's pretty cool. And then I'm also showing you how I did it. Like, not only what I did, but how I did it, which is pretty cool as well. All right, so there's one thing that I've learned that people that I know that are really, really successful do different. And that is doing one thing every day that will move them forward. And the reality is that I've been trying to think about this concept of the compounding. You know how compounding interest will compound through time, and if you leave it there, you don't do anything, you don't take money out of it. At some point, it will become a pretty big, large sum of money, right? That's compounded interest. And I think Albert Einstein said that compounded interest was one of the world's wonders or whatever. But compounding interest doesn't only apply to money. It also applies to everyday life. Like, for instance, if you do something consistently for enough time, the effects of that thing that you have been doing for a long time will start compounding, okay? What I mean is that, a lot of people, it's kind of New Year. It's still kind of New Year, like New Year's resolution will start fading out, I would say, over the next 2 weeks or so. But it's kind of, still New Year. So a lot of people are on this New Year resolution of getting healthier, working out and whatnot. And the reality is that a lot of people start doing it, like really, really start doing it because, honest to God, they do want to get healthier. They do want to get up for where they are and, start eating healthier and going to the gym and whatnot. And they'll start doing it. But the reality is that they start with all of this energy. They may throw off all of their food that's on their kitchen right now, like put it in a bag, throw it out, and then they start working out, right? But instead of working out in a way that will set them for success, they go to the gym and I'm not a personal trainer, by the way, but I'm telling you this from experience because I experienced myself. They go to the gym and they spend like 2 hours on the gym, okay? So they go to the gym, they say, yeah, I'm gonna start doing this, and boom, they go and they spend 2 hours on the gym. Next day, or the other, the next following week, they feel like shit. Of course, right? It's normal. Why? Because they woke up, they decided to go to the gym, they went to the gym for 2 hours, and they throw out all of their, all of their food. They're starting cooking healthy, and they might feel bad for a little bit because the organism, the body is purifying. So if you think about it, that's how most people act. So, and this also applies to a funnel or a personal brand, right? A lot of people say, yeah, I'm gonna launch this funnel and I'm gonna go all in and I'm gonna spend all of my money on this funnel hoping that it will succeed. And the reality is that for most things in life, what I've learned after, spending time with these entrepreneurs is that things are a marathon, not a sprint. What I mean is that if you would only work out for 20 minutes every day, even if it's feel like kind of easy at the beginning, right? Like you go out, you walk a couple streets and then you come back and maybe you break a sweat and that's it. But consistently, you start picking up the pace consistently. That consistency, even if it feels easy, will actually help you getting further ahead than if you would go to the gym for 2 hours, kill yourself, and then, never go again, because that also feels like shit, makes you feel like shit, which makes that you don't want to repeat that habit. So the point here, it's also the same with a funnel. With a funnel and with advertising, for instance, and even further when you're building a brand, you need to be consistent on your advertising. So if you don't have $5,000 per month to spend on ads, don't do it. Don't do it. Just spend $500, but spend $500 throughout time. Like imagine this. Imagine if you would spend like for 1 month, $5,000, nothing happens, you get sore, like after the gym, you never want to spend more money on advertising because you say, well, this doesn't work, right? But if you think about it, for 2 years, you spend $500 or $600 for 2 years. At the end of those 2 years, you would have built several audiences, you would have built a lot of awareness, and you will have built a lot of people and goodwill in the marketplace that are now following you. You know what I'm saying? So the $500 per day or per month rather, or $1,000 per month resembles that 20-minute every day working out. And that's how most people, consistency beats intensity. What I mean is that people want to go all in all the time, and I totally respect that. But if you think about it, a funnel, like for instance, my book funnel, it requires time to optimize, right? It requires time for people to start trusting that you are who you say you are, that you're not gonna take their money and run away, that you're not gonna leave them hanging. It requires time, right? As a human being, we require time to think about it. Maybe they are interested in buying your stuff, but they don't have their credit card handy, and maybe life happens. They forget. That's why you need to do retargeting. But you know what I'm saying? So consistency beats intensity every day of the week. And now once you have that, once you have built that resistance that you need, once you have built that endurance, once you feel stronger, then you can start picking up the consistency. But the main point is that by that time, you have developed the habit of working out consistently 20 minutes, 30 minutes every day. And this happens to journaling, meditating, like whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Try to make it feel easy because it will compound, and most importantly, it will develop the habit in yourself to actually go ahead and add the intensity if you so choose. All right. So that is something that I learned from, again, hanging out with people that are really killing it. They are consistent. They, at this point, you might check, I don't know, Gary Vaynerchuk output, and I've heard that he's making like 100 pieces of content per day or something, right? And if you think about it, that guy is like all in all the time, but he developed that habit to be all in all the time. He wasn't all in all the time when he was at Wine Library TV like 5 years ago, right? He was developing the habit of being there all day, like every day. And at some point, he started picking up the intensity as well. So now he's all in all the time. But that is something that you work towards, at least in my opinion, at least after hanging out with a lot of really good successful entrepreneurs. So we usually talk about marketing on this. What's up, Rax? How are you doing, buddy? We should talk about marketing, but I just wanted to talk about this for today. And I hope that you have an awesome weekend. Go ahead and get a copy of my brand new book, Perpetual Profits. It's $5.60. It's really inexpensive. It's really good. Not because I say so, but because you will see all of the testimonials that are on the order page. So go ahead and get your copy. And if you don't like it, we have a full refund guarantee. That's also there if you so choose. So you can just ask for it and you can keep the book anyways. That's how confident I am that the book is gonna change your life. Anyways, go ahead, go to perpetualprofits.net. I hope you have a killer Sunday. Make sure that you set yourself for success today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.